So the behavioral era, coming to the next era which is called as behavioral era, that is from 1930 to 1960. So in this era, the firstly management began. In the previous era, we look forward like the humans are said to be lazy, and they have given administrative theory and scientific theory of management. Whereas in this theory, the people started looking for new ways of handling the employees. People started looking after employee safety, employee workplace safety, and analyzing the behavior of the people or handling the people in an efficient way. So secondly, behavioral scientists conducted on the job research started calling for attention of the human factors. Here in this era, people started looking for the human factor. Human factor means analyzing the people behavior at the workplace. So managers heeded the call for better relations and improved working conditions. If you want the people to work efficiently, we need to provide them with good working conditions. Okay, so human relations human relations are very important. If you're rude to your employees, he may not be happy with the workplace. Then definitely it has its effects on organization performance or productivity of the organization. That's why it is very important to have a good relation with the employees. So here one such study which is conducted in this Western Electric's through plant experiment, illusion experiment, which is done in contradiction to the scientific theory of management. This theory has disproved that money is not the prior important. It is one of the important to motivate the employee, but it is not everything. It is not everything. Money is a motivator, but human relations are more important than money. So this disproved that prime motivator is not monetary or money. The prime motivator is human relations. The human relations are also most important for motivating the employee by conducting an experiment. So he discovered the prime stimulus for employee productivity is human relations. This is given by, that's why he is called as the father of human relations. Alton Mayo, he is the father of human relations. He is said to be the father of human relations. His experiment contradicts the great experiment of scientific management, which is done by Frederick F.W. Taylor. And coming to the next era, in the behavioral era, it is people started progressive thinking about human nature. In the previous era, classical or else in the classical theory also, or else prehistoric, pre-scientific theory also, we cannot find any traces of dealing with the emotions of the people or looking for human welfare. But behavioral era started progressive thinking about the human factor, which is nothing but human relations. So rather than continue to view the employees as a passive economic beings, this is being said by scientific management. Through the scientific management, the humans are treated as passive economic beings rather than and social beings. Social beings, like people are being treated as passive economic beings in the scientific management, whereas here through this behavioral sciences or behavioral theory of through experiments, we can see the people are treated as, employees are treated as social beings. And coming to the last era, which is called as the modern era, that is started from 1960 till date. So what is that? In this modern era, people started focusing on human size of enterprise, which people started analyzing the human personality, which has become more focused thing. So here, through McDouglas, who wrote The Human Side of Enterprise, which has become an important philosophical base for the modern view of the people at the workplace. It started analyzing, and also the second theory, which is called as contingency theories. So this is contingency theories talking about how there is no specific leadership is there. The manager deals with the workplace based upon the situation and the factors, other factors, internal factors and external factors will being the most important criteria. The situation and factors, external and internal factors, okay, based upon which the leadership style changes. They'll be dealing with the leadership style based upon the situation, not on the based upon the personality or something. So that is what the contingency theory talks about. The situation is and environment is most important to react to the situation. And whereas this McGregor's theory is nothing but it is dealing with the two different types of personalities. One is X type of personality and Y type of personality. The workers will be of two different types. One is X type of personality and one is Y type of personality. Let us talk about McGregor's theory, XY theory, theory X and theory Y. So according to McGregor's theory X, the theory X type of people are basically negative and pessimistic type of behavior. So they don't like the work. These employees tend to be lazy and they need somebody or external force or some leader to make them motivated towards the work. They are not self-radiant or self-motivated people. Always they try to escape from the work. So those people are generally social loafers. When they are in a group, be aware these people try to escape the work or try to avoid the work. This kind of personality. So they always need some punishment to get motivated. Okay, they always look forward somebody to motivate them or else to compel them to do the work. Otherwise, these people don't like to work. So coming to this theory Y kind of personality, these people are basically optimistic in nature or positive in nature, such as they are self-radiant and self-actualized people always try to be positive towards the work. And these people doesn't need any leader or external force to get compelled to do the work. They themselves behave as a leaders. They themselves being a leader do their work by their own. Okay, and they love doing the work and they love to be more innovative and more differentiated from that of others. And these people are self-controlled, self-radiated and self-directed people. These people are theory Y people kind of personalities, are committed, self-centered and self-directed people who possess all the leadership skills. So coming to the contingency theory, the contingency theory calls for management technique appropriate to the situation. The people will be, or else the manager in the organization settings, there is no specific technique for managing the people or managing the situation. According to contingency theory, the people will take the appropriate technique based upon the situations, not based upon the specific technique. So he said that the contingency approach encourages managers to view organization behavior within the situational context. So the contingency theory makes the managers to view the organization in a situational context. So contingency theory proposes appropriate organization structure and management styles are different management styles depends upon the situation or contingency factors, or the contingency factors are nothing but which are dynamic in nature, that is situations, and also the external and internal factor that are prevailing in the organization. So this era started focusing on employee development. This started focusing on the employee development. Previously, human relation behavioral era focused on human relations, whereas this modern era is started focusing on development, human development or employee development. So till now we have addressed the historical outline of how the organization behavior has been evaluated. Thank you.